Hello and welcome to day 29. Oh, this one, I love this one. Like, this is something we talk about all the time. All right. You're going to embrace progress over perfection. Today's topic is why progress, not perfection, is the key to long-term success. Now, can you believe that we're in the final stretch of this? Like, we seriously are. So today, we're going to be intentional, and we're focusing on this mindset shift that is crucial for maintaining the habits that you have been working so hard to build, like embracing progress over perfection. We talk about that constantly. So I know it's easy to feel discouraged if you haven't been perfect. I've been there. I've done that. I know it is. I know it's easy to feel like that, okay? But the truth is, progress, no matter how small, it's what truly matters, all right? It's what's going to get you there. So let's dive into why this mindset is so powerful and how we're going to apply it to the rest of your journey, okay? So progress over perfection matters because it builds consistency. See, the small, consistent steps, they lead to lasting change because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're doing something huge if you're not consistent with it. That's where this comes into play. So remember, small, consistent steps, they lead to lasting change, while aiming for perfection, it doesn't do that. It just leads to burnout because you're not perfect. You're not going to be able to be perfect. That's why that leads to burnout. It also reduces stress. See, letting go of perfection, it removes that unnecessary pressure and the guilt. And I know you felt that sometimes. I know you felt that unnecessary pressure and that guilt. I felt it. Sometimes I even felt it multiple times a day, Also, it keeps you motivated. So celebrating the progress helps you stay focused and positive. Even on your toughest days, it's going to help you because it's going to keep you going. All right. It also supports a growth mindset. That's key. That is key right there. Because remember, you can change everything. But if you don't have that growth mindset and you don't keep it going, it doesn't mean anything because you're going to go back to your old ways. So progress shows that you're capable of learning and adapting and improving. And that's what we're going for here, because this is about a lifestyle change. This isn't just something you're doing for a little while and you're done. Remember, this is lifestyle. This is the rest of your life. Okay? So today's challenge and the focus of today is you're going to reflect on one area where you've made progress during this time. And no matter how small, we're going to celebrate it. Celebrate it to the fullest. Completely celebrate it. I don't even care. I don't care. Celebrate it big. You don't think it needs celebrated, but it does. It needs celebrated because it's a huge accomplishment. If you think about where you were on day one or even a week ago compared to where you are now, wow. Just wow. That's all I got to say. You may think some things are small. You may not even acknowledge them because to you, they don't have much meaning. But no matter how small it is, it's huge because you are better today than you were before. You have learned so much. That's why you're going to celebrate it. Okay? So here are some things, some prompts maybe, some things you can go back to that can help you. Because sometimes, like with me, I forget about certain things until I ask myself certain questions. So that's what we're going to do here. These prompts are to help you think back, and it clicks that spot in your brain and helps you think of those. All right. So the first one is, what's one habit you've improved on, even if you haven't been perfect? Okay. And I want you to think about that because that's huge. Spend some time with it, especially that part, even if you haven't been perfect, because your brain wants to not think about it unless you're perfect. I want you to think about it constantly because it's a win and you've improved on things. Okay. Number 2, how do you feel compared to day one of when you started this? Just really sit with it and ask yourself how you feel and think back. Number 3, what's one thing you're proud of yourself for doing consistently? That's big. And think on it, okay? Don't downplay this. Do not downplay it. I don't care if it's you got up 5 minutes earlier, or you walked 5 minutes more, or you stretched something, or you drank more water. I don't care how small you think that is. That's huge. That is huge. That's a win. That's a win. You've done it consistently. So I don't care what it is. Maybe now you know a little bit about the food that you're eating. That's a win. And you've been consistent with your food. You've been consistently getting protein. You've been thinking about it. It's at the front of your mind. Okay, so again, number 3, what's one thing you're proud of yourself for doing consistently? Okay, now here are some pro tips. So get your pen and paper, write these down. You're going to want to refer back to these, okay? Pro tip number 1, you're going to focus on the journey. Recognize that health is a lifelong journey. It's not a sprint. It's lifelong. That's why you're doing this. Pro tip number 2, celebrate your small wins. We talk about this all the time, and we're going to continue to talk about it. Each step forward, no matter how small, it's a step in the right direction. Pro tip number 3, reframe your failures, okay? Because mistakes are learning opportunities. They're not reasons to give up. They're reasons to learn what you've done and improve on them. Pro tip number 4, compare yourself to yourself, not to others. So focus on your own progress rather than someone else's journey, okay? Because your day 29 is not going to be the same as the person's next to you, where it's their day 329, okay? Or if it's their day 1. Your day 29 is your day 29, and you're going to compare yourself to how you were on day 21. Man, there's a big difference there. You've grown so much. So remember, compare yourself to you, no one else. You're one of a kind. So remember that. So this mindset shift, go ahead and keep your pen and paper out and write this down. Keep this where you can see it, okay? Because perfection isn't required to see results. Consistency is. That right there, write it down. Perfection isn't required to see results. Consistency is. Because here's a key thing with that. You can be perfect with something for 7 days, and then that's it. And you're not consistent with it after that. That's why perfection isn't required to see results. Now, if you're consistent for 7 days, and then you stay consistent every day after that, guess what? You're going to see results. And where did the results come from? They came from you being consistent. So that's why perfection isn't required to see results, but consistency is. All right? Every effort that you make, no matter how small. Remember the snowball effect. It's getting you closer to your goals. See, you're doing amazing, and your progress is worth celebrating. So that's what we're doing here. All right? So I want to know, what's one area that you've made progress in while you're doing this? I want you to share it. Share it with your friends, share it with me, tag me in a post, whatever you need to do, share it. I'm going to call this bragging on yourself because I think it's totally awesome. And I think you need to do it. And I think you don't do it enough. I think you downplay too many things, and you've made great accomplishments in the things that you're doing and how far you've come. And I think you need to be celebrated. So I love, and I would love to hear your wins. All right. I want to cheer you on. So just let's talk about it. Send me an email about it. I especially want to cheer you on, and I want to know where you are now compared to where you were. What's been turning point for you? And I especially want to know that as we're heading into the final days of this. All right. So again, thank you for listening. I am so proud of you, and I'm so excited to celebrate your small wins and to celebrate all the progress and the consistency that you've made. So thanks again, and I will catch you on day 30. Have a great day.